Friends mock and degrade my business? Want me to fail? I quit my job in IT tech to create an unrelated service business startup. I wanted a break from the rat race and have always wanted to start my own operation, just to see if I can make it work. I told some ex-colleagues and friends I was doing this and all they wished me well. Now whenever they get in touch they're getting in these passive-aggressive, mocking digs in the middle of conversations. It's taken on this, in my opinion, nasty tone. It's either joking questions about my current income, or jokes about the logo looking stupid, or joking about how I'm lazy now I don't have a boss. Sometimes they even post stupid comments on my official Twitter threads passively mocking what I'm discussing, which for me was the straw that broke the camel's back and felt totally unprofessional. At first I was puzzled but thought it was just stupid buddy jokes. Now it's actually really got me pissed. It feels totally over the line. Like they're trying to demean and degrade me and my business and I don't understand what their problem is. Is it envy? Anger that I changed sectors? Are they scared I might actually start a successful enterprise? I've told them individually in private that it annoys me, and a couple even argued back with me that I'm being too sensitive. Do I just need to cut these toxic folks out of my life? Anyone else here experienced this weird behavior from friends? This is very common. Nobody really helped me at the start. They only asked me with a bit of pity, "Oh, but are you making any money?" Well, going for 20 years now, it pissed me off then. But I soon understood they are incapable of doing the same and therefore are a bit jealous. They are fully in the mindset of outside of someone else's company. It's very dangerous and cold. I've created 2 multi-million-dollar businesses. People do this because they feel uncomfortable that you're moving beyond them. And they are trying to bring you down to their level of comfort. You are the average of the 5 people you hang around the most. So level up with new people who are already successful owners or are like-minded. They aren't your friends. Period. I had a friend who jumps into new things and loses interest just as fast try to start a business. I asked her questions to ensure she was thinking things through properly. Shared thoughts on a logo. And when inspiration hit, I drew it up and sent it to her as something she could give to a designer. The business failed, but I never mocked her or told her she was a failure. Similar experience. I left corporate to work at my very small family business. The business was desperately in need of updates and leadership. And I worked my ass off taking on everything. I wore every hat in the company at some point. My friends all think I got a cushy high-paying ownership position where I can fuck off whenever I want and not report to anyone. Nothing could be further from the truth. I've never worked harder or had to be responsible for more in my life. They did this to me 5 years ago when I quit my $100,000 job to buy a plant nursery. I sell the plants online now and made $350,000 last year. They don't laugh at me much anymore. Welcome to what the majority of business owner goes through. Unfortunately, a lot of people in general, instead of being inspired and giving support, many always drag you down to their level. You need to start putting distance with these types of people. They chip away your mental energy little by little until you break. I'm also in tech and looking to grow my side gig into a full-time business someday. A lot of people in tech are driven solely by money. Many of them do not understand a person who would accept a lower income in exchange for intangible value, like freedom or pursuing a passion. Seeing someone who's willing to take a risk and work hard to improve their life makes them feel like cowards. So they lash out and try to keep you at their level. Ignore them. They'll shut up when they see you succeeding. My wife is in healthcare. A particular niche healthcare, I guess. When we started 20 years ago, we rented office space from a doctor. And several times he'd ask us if we actually make any money doing what we do. I could tell he was talking down to us. Anyway, 20 years later, we have 60 employees in 4 locations. Not doing too bad. Point is, doesn't matter what you do. Someone is going to think it's a dumb idea. Question. Is this service business some sort of thing like holistic healing or bad spirit removal? Or a MLM? I'd block them on all social media. Cut off comms with them. They are not your friends. They are actively sabotaging your business. Anyone who tries to put you down on social media, just block them and move on. You owe them nothing, not even if they were once friends. Yes, you need to distance yourself from them. Maybe you're being sensitive, but I'd argue they are being complete jerks. So, who cares if they do think you're oversensitive? I had plenty of family upset. I left corporate senior management to start my own unrelated business. I had plenty of unsolicited comments, advice, and people assuming I will fail. The hardest part about owning a business is to learn to move past people's BS. Most people will live their lives in mediocrity filled with regrets. They don't take risks. They don't understand why we do what we do. If they are mocking you on your business pages, you need to block them yesterday. Start surrounding yourself with other business owners. I had the same thing. Left engineering to move into the family business. I am still not sure the motivation behind it, but I looked at it like it was a lifestyle move. Be around family and spend more time with kids, but also I recognized that being an employee means you only get the absolute minimum you'll accept to do the job, regardless of how much you bring to the bottom line, which you don't even know because, as an employee, you don't have visibility on that. It's been 30 years and I don't regret it, and financially am in a better position than most of those that weren't very supportive of my decision. It's very common. People have been programmed to think that anything that isn't a job is somehow not legitimate. This happens to a lot of new business owners. It's peer pressure to conform to the choices they have made. I'm not in the block and ignore camp. Just remember, they can only comment on information that you have given them. And they are probably misinterpreting the information you do give them. Giving up their health insurance would probably give them panic attacks. It's rough that snide comments on your social media posts are happening. But you can also hide those comments or block them from those accounts. Don't be harsh about it. You don't want your friends to become your online trolls. This is normal. Keep grinding. The same people that take you through a career are not the same people that take you through a business. The advice of average people gets you average results. If you're here, you likely have no interest in average results. So keep that in mind whenever you're getting the opinions of people that haven't done it themselves. I'm sorry to break it to you, but ex-colleagues and acquaintances are not friends. They are all part of the rat race and they hate it. Most of them don't want to be part of it anymore. And they are jealous to see someone like them break free from it when they can't. Try to pay attention if there's anything substantial in there or other people's feedback. But if there's none, just ignore them. If you're coming here for support, obviously, those aren't your friends. The foremost rule of being an entrepreneur and owning your business is unshakable self-belief. Embrace the journey even if you stumble. It's a stepping stone to wisdom. Trust yourself and banish all negativity. Your path to success starts with unwavering confidence. I honestly stopped trying to explain my business working for myself to most people. They can ask if they're interested, but most people aren't gonna get the decision to do it. It can be isolating. First they laugh, then they listen,